Hello students, in the previous lecture you have learnt that if f and g are two functions that are continuous at a point C, then their addition, their multiplication, their subtraction is also continuous at the point C. But in case of division, f over g is continuous at C only when g of C is not equal to 0. That means denominator at the point C should not be equal to 0. Only then we can say that division of two continuous function is continuous. Now we are starting with the next theorem, which is very important. This theorem says, suppose g and h are two real valued functions such that GOH is defined at C. GOH is defined at C. This means GOH should exist at point C if h is continuous at point C, if the function h is continuous at point C and g is continuous at h of C and g is continuous at h of C, then GOH is continuous at the point C. This GOH is the composition of two functions. What is GOH? It is the composition of two functions. Composition of two functions. This means that if we are having two functions g and h, where h is continuous at the point C, g is continuous at h of C, then their composition GOH is also continuous at C. But the requirement is there, that is GOH should be defined at the point. This means all the rules should satisfy. Denominator should not be equal to 0, or there is no negative sign in under root, right? Now what is GOH? GOH of x means g of h of x, right? Now students, I want to make something clear, that don't do example number 19 and 20 from your book, otherwise you will be more confused between the values of f, g and h. In the theorem, the book has taken f and g, and in the questions they have taken g and h, so you will be more confused. So do all the examples and the questions from the exercise from this video only. Now starting with question number 1, which is the example number 19 from the NCERT book. F of x is sine of x square. We need to check that this function is continuous at point C, or any point. You can say that check f of x equal to sine of x square is continuous at point C. At point C. This is our question. Now using this theorem, we can check this function is continuous at point C. But you really know how to use composition of these functions. You can easily see that there are two functions. One function is sine of something and the other function is x square, right? So I can take f of x as GOH of x. GOH of x. I can say that let f of x is GOH. This GOH, right? This means g of h of x, where g of x is sin x and h of x is x square, right? Because if you want to make this function GOH equal to sine of x square, GOH of x is g of h of x. Put the value of h of x. What is h of x? It is x square. So you can write x square here. Now g of x is sin x if g of x is sin x, what will be g of x square? It will be sine of x square. Just replace x with x square. Here it is x, so the value is sin x. Here it is x square, so value will be sin x square. This is what? This is our f of x. So I have break the function correctly, right? Now using this property, check h is continuous at c. Check, you know that x square is a polynomial function, which is continuous everywhere, so it will be continuous at point c also. You can write h of x equal to x square is a polynomial at c, and hence continuous at c, h of x equal to x square, it is a polynomial and hence it is continuous at point c, right? Now g of x is sin of x. Sin of x is also continuous at everywhere. You can say sin of x is continuous everywhere, so it is also continuous at that particular point, that is h of c. So it is continuous at h of c, right? This implies using above result. Now you need to write the whole statement here to get the full marks in the paper. You need to write the full statement here. I have written using above result, f of x is continuous at c, right? Now in a similar manner we can do all the 6 questions. Now in this case, f of x is g of h of x, which is g of h of x, where g of x is, always take g of x as the outer function. Which is outer here? Sine, so I have taken sine as g. Now which is outer function? This mod function, mod of something. This is our something and this is mod. So I can take g of x as mod x and h of x as that something function. What is something? It is 1 minus x minus mod x. Now h of x is 1 minus x mod. 1 is continuous because constant function, x is continuous because it is also polynomial of degree 1, and mod x is also continuous because you know that it is a graph having V shaped. It is also continuous function. All the 3 functions are continuous, so their subtraction will also be continuous. So you can say that h of x is 1 minus x mod. This is continuous at point c. Now g of x is mod x. This is continuous at h of c. Hence write the whole statement here. Using the above result, we can say that f of x is GOH, which is continuous at c, right? Now in the next question, this question is same as example number 19 or this question number 1. This is the question from the exercise. I think it is question number 30 or 31 something. Now in this case you can also use this method, which is same. What is g of x? It will be cos x, and what is h of x? It will be x square, right? In the 4th question, what will be g of x? It will be mod function, outer function, mod function. And what is h of x? It will be inside the mod function, that is cos function, right? In this question, g of x is sin x, sine of something, this is our something, and h of x is mod function, mod x, right? In the last question, that is mod x minus mod x plus 1. Now you know that mod x is continuous everywhere, so it will be continuous at point c. Mod x plus 1 is also continuous at point c because of their definition. Mod function is continuous. Both the functions are continuous, so subtraction of 2 continuous function is also continuous. So you can say that subtraction of 2 continuous functions is also continuous. This means f of x, that is mod x minus mod x plus 1, is continuous at point C. Now, with this, our first exercise completes. If you have any doubt regarding this, you can ask your doubt in the comment section. Thank you.